Hello, good morning, afternoon, middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, wherever you are. Hi. Today I'm going to do another book review for you because I actually finished a book. Actually, I finished 2 books. I finished this one that we're going to do today, and I finished another one that was only a short one. We'll see how long this is. I might do back-to-back reviews. We'll see. So today's book review is a book by Victoria Hislop. Hislop, and it's called, now it's in Greek, it's in French, and Luke says it way better than I do, and I think it's called Cartes Postales from Greece, which roughly translates to postcards from Greece. This is what it looks like. I actually brought this in Tesco. I brought it with another book, which I haven't read, and because I am obsessed with Greece. I love Greece. I love Greek mythology. I love the way Greek looks. I would love to go. I've never been to Greece, and I would love to go. I love the history. It looks beautiful, and I really, really want to go and picturesque. And I saw this book, and I was like, this is just perfect. So the reason I picked it up originally is because I saw it said from Greece on it, and I was like, that looks interesting. Also, the cover is so smooth. Like, if you ever felt one of those book covers that just feels like leather, this is what this is. And I read the blurb, and I was like, I have to get this book. I'm really sorry if you guys can hear that. There's somebody on the trampoline. Sorry. So the blurb for the book is, week after week, the postcards arrive, addressed to someone called someone Ellie does not know, each signed with the initial A. These alluring Cartes Postales of Greece brighten her life and cast a spell on her. She decides to see the country for herself. On the morning Ellie leaves for Athens, a notebook arrives. Its pages tell the story of a man's odyssey through Greece. Moving, surprising, and sometimes dark, A's tale unfolds with a discovery not only of culture, but also of a desire to live life to the full once more. And originally, what I thought it was the character Ellie getting a book and going to find A. Which is sort of what happens, but it's not what the story is. So it starts out with Ellie, and she is a young lady who lives in London. She's moved from Wales to London. It's set in modern times, and she's moved from Wales to London, and she's not really attached to her life in London. It's kind of miserable. She starts getting these postcards with these beautiful pictures of Greece on, and like it says, she decides to go, and she gets a notebook, and you follow Ellie until she gets on the plane and she arrives at her hotel. And then I should have had these pages marked, but I didn't because I don't think that far ahead. So this whole sort of first section of the book is about Ellie, and then you get this. And it is the first page of the notebook. And then anything in italics is what A is feeling and what is happening to A. And anything, so you find out what happens to A and why he is in Greece and why he's going on this odyssey. And then he tells you these stories. So he finds these people and he meets these Grecian people, and they tell him stories, and he tells you the stories. And so anything, this is the postcard, and anything that is written in regular font is a story, which really just captivating. Some of them are so captivating. I think my favourite one was The Violinist. I liked The Violinist, actually. Which was my favourite? The Boy in the Silver Suit, that wasn't it. I should have figured these out before I sat here to film this, shouldn't I? What was that one? Never on a Tuesday. Never on a Tuesday was an interesting one. And all of these stories about hundreds of different things, whether they're true or not, you know, whether they're made up or... And they're just, like, he goes to all of these different places in Greece. He goes to just places I've never even heard of. Tiny weeny islands and towns. Actually, I think my favourite story was... Actually, no. my favourite story was right at the end of the book. Or I think it's the penultimate story. And it's about Icarus. And I really like the story of Icarus. I think there's a really good moral to that story, and it's not my favourite myth, but it's up there sort of in the top 3 myths. I have a top, because I have top 3 myths, because that's just who I am. And it's not necessarily the story of Icarus. It's the story of what happened to his father after Icarus died, which I thought was really captivating, because, you know, if you know your mythology, you know where Icarus and his father, whose name I forget, fit into the story, but the story kind of stops there, and so that was really interesting and really cool to see. But yeah, so you go through, and every now and again there's a break in the journal, and you flick back to Ellie in Greece, and you reflect on her thoughts on the journal and what she's doing, and it's only sort of 2 or 3 pages about Ellie. It's mostly about the journal. And then, so Ellie finishes the journal, and she decides that after it has a return address on it, and so after she's finished the journal, she goes to take it back to A, and she meets A at the end of the book, and I just think it's really cool. It's a really nice, it's a nice ending to the book. The book has a really, really lovely ending that I didn't actually expect or see coming, which is kind of good for me, because usually I predict endings of things, which is why I don't finish them, which is annoying. But yeah, I didn't predict this ending, and I think that's why I really enjoyed it. I really like books that challenge the way books are written and challenge the way books are read. You know, you don't have to write a story in the conventional way of writing a story now. All stories are different. The other book that I finished reading is called The End We Start From, which is really good. We'll do a review on that one as well. And that challenges the way you read a book. And one of my favourite books I've ever read is The 100-Year-Old Man That Climbed Out of His Window and Disappeared, which is a wonderful book, and that also challenges the way books are written. And that's what I really liked about this, is it was challenging. You don't really see books written like this particularly often, and that's what I really loved about it. Despite it being set in Greece and about Grecian culture and Grecian people, it was challenging and interesting and just different. I mean, you can tell I liked it because I actually finished it within the year, and I didn't spend like 3 years reading it like I did with Truly Madly Guilty. I highly would recommend this book if you guys are interested in, if you guys like Greece like I do, or you are interested in books that challenge the way books are written. Postcards from Greece. I'm not going to try and say the French because I don't know it. Postcards from Greece. I highly, highly recommend Postcard from Greece. I really enjoyed it. I actually brought this to read in Florida and I finished it. So I guess I will have to take a different book. So yeah. So, if anybody has read this book, please, please, please let me know what you think. She's also written a couple of other books that I think are also set in Greece. So if anybody has read the other books, please let me know what they think of those as well. And yeah, if anybody's read this, let me know what they think. If you didn't like it, please tell me why. If you did like it, let's have a chat. If you want to borrow the book, let me know. I'm kind of clingy about my books, but I suppose I could let you borrow it. But yeah, let me know. Leave me a comment down below about that. Thank you so much for watching. I apologise for the lack of content, but you guys know I'm not good at time managing. I am changing jobs, and because of this I will hopefully have more time and be able to manage my time better. So hopefully we're going to get more content, more uploading content. However, I am going away at the beginning of September, so there's going to be, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get you guys a video a week for the next couple of weeks, because I know I'm going away and I'm really bad at getting back into it after I've been away. And when I come back, I officially start my new job. So I will try really hard to make sure you guys get a video every week. Until then, will there be a video from holiday? Possibly, I'm not sure yet. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Kwaherini!